we try to have an advantage on the rebounding end, and then when not, we try to take care of the ball. When we take care of the ball and cause turnovers, that gives us extra possessions, and that's something we try to get. The more possessions you get, the more opportunities you get to score.
Simply forcing turnovers, is it something maybe before this season you had to talk about more, work on more than you did in years past, because maybe it kind of happened a little bit organically with Kramer?
Well, it's not that we talked about forcing turnovers, it's just the overall fact that we pressure the ball and positioning on defense and those sort of things. So I think all those things come into effect when we cause turnovers. So.
What's been successful so far, forcing turnovers? Is it all just that same stuff, just kind of what you guys do philosophically, defensively, or?
Yeah, I think it's that, Coach Painter takes us through and takes the freshmen through, and it takes years to learn exactly and try to get it down. But I think it comes down to just playing hard and doing what you're supposed to defensively, pressuring the ball and not getting back door and always helps that. So if you get those things down, it's cause turnovers.
It's good. Thanks,
DJ, your coach talks a lot about you can't live through your shot. If you do, you'll be dead a lot.
Right.
And Ryan said, it took he took him a while to get so he could play because he had to defend well enough. And you've defended pretty well. Is it it takes time though to learn the system after being such a great offensive player in high school, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you want to get on Coach Painter's side to where you can play, and that comes with playing hard, playing defense, and your shot will come because if you can rebound, you can play defense. You get a lot of minutes, and that's what we want. So when we knock down shots, I think it really helps our confidence, and especially Ryan hitting those shots in Michigan, that was big time.
And you hit him the game before, and Terone's kind of maybe come out of his funk a little bit. That trio of the three of you, and because Terone can defend as well, he's a good defensive player. Really important now to supplement DJ or JJ in each one.
Definitely, and I think that comes. Different games, different players step up, and I think it's difficult for other teams to defend because they got a lot of people to guard because we got a lot of shooters on this team, and if we all play defense, and anyone can have a good game. So.
Force a lot of turnovers. It's kind of what you do. But with some of the personnel you guys lost this year, did you kind of wonder about you guys' chances to do that again this year? Is it something you really had to work on? Or?
No, I mean our team defense concept. I mean. It's still always will be the same. Still feel we had good defenders, Kelsey was the other guys, so I think we feel easy to do.
I think you're averaging just under 18 a game that you forced. That's been pretty important in what you guys have been able to do so far, haven't you?
Forced turnovers?
Yeah, you forced just under 18 turnovers a game, which is actually up from last year.
Man, well, I didn't know it was that many. Yeah, that's definitely important. Anytime you get more cracks at it, anytime people force them to turn over, get them best possessions of half the ball on offense. So
is it something maybe you guys have talked about more in practice than you've had to in the last couple of years? Because these last few years you've had Kramer running around, and maybe that's contributed to a lot of turnovers. But now maybe that's something you have.
I mean, we just try to play solid D. I mean, turnovers more from that, then that's great. But I mean, we haven't really talked about forcing turnovers. Just talk about playing good defense, and that just kind of happens.
Each one, you played the Wildcats a lot of times in your time as a Boilermaker. Your thoughts, your memories, your impressions of taking on this Northwestern team?
Northwestern team, they definitely play hard. They always keep a lot of shoes. They backboard.
Coaches always talks about to get on the floor here, you got to play defense, and everybody's known you've been able to shoot for a long, long time. How have you improved defensively? I mean, being a coach's son, was it easier for you to understand this process, how it all works?
Definitely. I think just knowing what you have to do on the floor, and then attacking those areas in practice every day, and just coming at the defensive end and knowing the scouting report, and knowing your defensive assignments and rotations and all that is obviously going to help.
Did you, consciously after your first year here, kind of step back and say, I got to do, I see it now. I know what the big picture is to play defense, and what did you have to do better?
Yeah, absolutely. I think just getting in the weight room too. I think that was a big thing, getting stronger on the defensive end. Because when you aren't as stronger, and when you do get stronger, you make big strides in that area.
Did you gain your shooting touch the time you were this big, or were you a point guard because you were the coach's kid? I mean, how did your shooting develop?
I just work. I just got in the gym about every single day. My dad and I used to go in at 6 a.m. before school would start, and get about 400 shots up each day, and that's doing that every single day. And I think that's what gains confidence on the floor too, is just getting in the gym and having that practice.
And then last thing I wanted to ask you about, since the Richmond game, the opponent's field goal percentage is, from your guys' perspective, is terrific. Did you take anything from that game, or has it just been a progression?
Yeah, I think we did. I think we got a little comfortable there. Didn't put as much attention into Richmond as we should have, and I think that's what happens, and that's why you get beat when you don't put as much attention on a team as you should. And you can't look over anybody in this league, and definitely that's what we learned from that.